The story of Genesis ends quietly. Not with thunder, not with battle, not with a king crowned, but with an old man remembering a promise. Egypt is strong, empires rise along the Nile. Yet one man knows this is not the final home. Joseph feels the years pressing on his body, but his faith is looking somewhere far beyond this moment. God will surely visit you.
Genesis 50, 25.
Carry these bones when the promise comes, when God leads his people home. Though I sleep beneath this land, faith still points to his command. Years may pass and empires fall, but the promise stands through all. When the Lord begins the call, carry my bones beyond this wall.
Joseph has seen everything, from a pit in the desert to a throne in Egypt. From betrayal by brothers to the power of a kingdom, years have turned into decades. The famine passed, the family grew. Israel now lives safely in Egypt. But Joseph knows something others may forget. Egypt was never the destination, it was only a season. Now age bends his back and slows his steps. The once powerful ruler feels the weight of time. His family gathers around him, children, grandchildren, a growing nation. Joseph speaks slowly, not about Egypt, not about power, but about the promise God gave to Abraham. One day God will lead his people out of this land, back to the place he promised. And when that day comes, Joseph has one request: do not leave his bones behind.
Carry these bones when the promise comes, when God leads his people home.
Carry these bones when the promise comes, when God leads his people home. Though I sleep beneath this land, faith still points to his command. Years may pass and empires fall, but the promise stands through all. When the Lord begins the call, carry my bones beyond this.
Joseph knew something powerful. Faith does not end when life does. The promise of God moves beyond generations. Joseph would die in Egypt, but his story would not stay there. Scripture tells us his body was placed in a coffin, waiting. Years passed, then centuries. Empires rose, pharaohs changed. Israel multiplied into a nation of slaves, but the coffin remained a silent reminder of faith. Until one day a man named Moses will lead the people out of Egypt. And when the Exodus began, Joseph's bones went with them, carried through the desert, through the wilderness, through 40 years of wandering, until the promise was finally fulfilled. Joseph never stopped believing, even after death. And Joseph
Took an oath of the children of Israel, saying,
God will surely visit you.
God will surely visit you, and you shall carry up my bones from here.
Genesis 50, 25.
Faith outlives a lifetime.
Faith outlives a lifetime. Faith outlives a lifetime. Faith outlives a lifetime. Faith outlives a lifetime. From prisons and thrones to coffins of wood, the faith of the righteous still stands where it stood. Those centuries passed and empires were strong. The promise kept moving through history long. Through deserts and dust, through wilderness flame, the bones of the dreamer still carry the name of a covenant spoken long ages before, that God would return to his people once more. For kingdoms may crumble and rulers may fall, but God keeps his promise through centuries all. And even in death, the faithful still see the future God writes through eternity.
Carry these bones when the promise comes, when God leads his people home. Though I sleep beneath this land, faith still points to his command. Years may pass and empires fall, but the promise stands through all. When the Lord begins the call, carry my bones
Genesis ends with the coffin, but inside that coffin was faith, waiting for the promise.